Hi, everybody. Robin Hyatt here. I am doing a surprise live. Surprise! So, I just got home from work and I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes. And I'm eating Girl Scout cookies for dinner right now. And I thought these were so cool. It says, I am strong. They're the lemon ones. They are amazing. So, this one says, I am gutsy. Pretty cool. So that's my dinner for tonight until I get off talking to you. But I felt like I had to talk to you about a few things. I have a couple crystals here that I just got from Brazil. This one I just got from Brazil, Twin Peak. Look at this one. Look at this baby crystal. This crystal is totally Lemurian crystal. And I'll probably post that on my store this weekend. Or I might keep it. I'm not sure. But this is amazing Lemurian crystal out of Brazil. Just got it today. Just opening up, and I'll do some cleansing on it. And it just laid like that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It has the Akasha lines, and it has the frost, which I like. So the frost, in my vision, is I read from the inside out of these crystals, and that frost is writing. And that I put my hand up and I read. That's how my book came about. And this one has more of the lines. It has some of the frost. It's super cool. So what I wanted to talk to you about, and I guess I need to talk to you about this because I'm going live in a surprise way. And hi, Typical Watch. You guys are right here. And Jay Ann, hi. Nice to see you. So I wish I could hear you guys. I wish I could see you and hear you. Might have to figure out how to do that. But I felt I needed to talk to you about past lives. And there is people that want me to do readings. Sorry, that's Cami. Cami, quit. Sorry. And tell them about their past lives. I can do that sometimes. Sometimes I can't see it. But I can do that. But I want to talk to you about how I learned about my past lives. And I have asked people about who I was before, and it had no meaning to me. But when I experienced my past lives, that had meaning, and it progressed on how I understood my life now. So I decided to go to a shaman. I live in Boise, Idaho, and I found a shaman that would regress me back. And I kind of wanted to go back into my childhood because I don't remember a lot about my childhood. And so when she regressed me, I went right back into a different life. And I had just written a book, and I haven't published it because it needs to be edited. But it's an amazing book about Roma gypsies in the Holocaust. So I thought that's very interesting because a lot of times I would read information that I had already written about that was true. So I think my neighbor's knocking on the wall. Sorry. And so I'll talk a little bit quieter so I don't bug my neighbor. And so in this channeling session, the first life I went back to, I was a nun. I was a nun in Poland during the Holocaust. And the scene was set. It was a street that was filled with people, of Jewish people. And there was the German SS soldiers, and they were gathering everybody up and putting them in large trucks and then taking them out to the train station. And I knew where they were going to take these people. And so since I was in a convent in this Polish ghetto that had Jewish people, we were harboring people, and they had found them and taken them out. I was very outspoken, and I chose to plead for these people's lives that they took out of our convent. And that's where I went into the scene. Was the people were in the truck, I was standing at the back of the truck, and I was trying to plead to an SS soldier to that they're okay, they're innocent, don't take them, please. I will take care of them. I will make sure they're good. Blah blah blah, whatever I was saying. And a SS soldier came up behind me, and he hit me in the head with the butt of his rifle right here, and it knocked me to the ground. He hit me so hard. I remember being dazed. I remember people screaming in the truck for me. And then I remember them yelling and screaming at me, the SS soldiers, and I was trying to crawl to the curb because I think I had blood running down my face on this side. And they were screaming, and everybody was screaming. It was just kind of a bunch of chaos, and I was let go. I don't think anybody touched me. I got up and I started walking back to the convent. And I do remember in this vision that she regressed me to, I got back to the convent, and the other nuns saw me aghast because I had blood. And I knew then that I had to leave the convent. I knew I could not let this go. I knew I had to help these people. And so I believe through this session of visions, I I remember going into my room, which was weird. I took off my convent clothes, my nun clothes, and I had other clothes there. I put on my street clothes, I cleaned up, and I left. And I went to the underground, and I served in the underground to try to help the Jewish people. In this time frame also, I saw that I was captured, and I was taken out to woods, and there was kind of a grave dug, and there were several of us that were caught, and they were shooting us one by one, and then we would fall down into this grave, which is very interesting because I developed a cancer on my head over here, and I had to have it removed, and I thought it would be a simple removal, and I had to go under for it, and it took a 3-hour surgery. He had to take a huge chunk of my skin off because it had tentacles underneath it, I guess, this skin cancer. And if I lift up my hair, I kind of have no hair in a segment. And it was funny because that's where I was shot. So then the shaman saw that I was crying. So she brought me out of that, but she didn't bring me fully out. She brought me, we started in the hallway, and then I would choose doors to go into. So then the second door, she had me choose a second door. And in the second door I opened, I was giving birth, and I was screaming and crying, and I was going in and out of my body while I was delivering this child. And I was in a plantation. I think I was a plantation's wife, owner's wife, and I was white. And I remember seeing another child at the other end of the bed watching, and everybody was upset, yelling, screaming. It was kind of the same situation, feeling of, oh my gosh, everybody's screaming, everybody's upset. And I kept remember going in and out of my body while I was trying to deliver. And I kept saying, I have to stay in my body till I deliver this baby. I have to stay in my body. And then once the baby was born, then I left my body. Both situations had the same angst, if I could say that. And you, and that was the last one. Then she brought me out because I was crying so badly that she goes, no one cries. And I go, well, this was really bad stuff you're showing me. And so those were my last 2 earth lives. And why I'm telling you this is because you cannot ask anybody what your past life is. I know people want to know, and anybody could tell you anything. You don't know it's true. You need to feel your past earth life. You need to go through a regression or your own mind and feel your own earth past lives, because, excuse me, it's a healing. Somehow understanding why I wrote this book of being during the Holocaust. And I've always said all my life, I want to be a nun. And that is so funny. And then I love plantations. So you have to feel your past earth lives, and you have to come to an understanding of them. I can tell you what you were, but you can't feel that. You just go, huh. You have to feel the situation. So I believe she regressed me to really poignant situations that I might needed to recover from to help me in my life now. And I hope that makes sense to you guys. Hi, Layla. So I have this painting. I think you guys have seen it. And I'm not done with it. I still need to put the owl and the tiger in, but I thought I'd show you some progress of it. So I just wanted to talk to you about that. And it'd be interesting to go a little bit farther back than two lives, because I know exactly where I derived from. But I needed to know. I think I just needed to know for myself. So I challenge you guys to stop spending money on asking people who you have been, and go to somebody that can actually regress you back so you can see and feel that life, because that's what it's all about. I know, doesn't it look good? I don't know who this is. Every time I look at it, I think I know her. So let me show you something. So I did her hair. And also, where did I do it? It's on the side. No, it's on the side. So there's an emblem. She's something. I've seen her. I'm painting somebody. And I just go little by little as I feel it. And then I'm going to do a white tiger back here, and then I'm going to paint an owl. You can see the outline of the owl I'm going to paint. But also I put an emblem here. And this is something, I don't know, because every time I walk by her, she looks like somebody that I have seen before. So maybe it's somebody I've channeled. I'm not sure. But she's a lot prettier than me. Okay, guys, I got to go make some dinner. I just wanted to talk to you about that. And I want you to think about that. And I don't know if you have any people that can regress you. I like to do it again. This lady has since moved, and I would like to do it again, and go a little bit deeper and into everything. So yeah, she kind of has Cleopatra hair, doesn't she? She kind of reminds me of Greek, kind of a Greek mythology. So do you guys want to say anything before I go? Cool. Gonna do some more channeling. That channeling last night that I did, I felt so exuberant today. I just felt really good. So, cheers to everybody. Keep up the good work. You guys are doing great. I really appreciate your support and your kind words. That's very nice. I do have people that don't write kind words, and I just delete them because I don't care to have people on my channel that say things because they don't know. And who are they? I don't know them. So if they say mean things, I just delete them. So cool, you guys. Okay, peace out. Have a good night. I will probably do not a channeling tonight. I might take the night off, but I really feel like they want me to do one a night. And I'm going through that book, and I'm just doing the good people of that book. The Melchezedek, man, those guys were so powerful and so healing for me. It was amazing. I They are, I've channeled the Elohim before, but these Melchizedek, they were different. Um, oh, oh. I wanted to talk to you one more thing. The end of that channeling session where I talked in a language that is not light language. No, that happens to me. It's kind of like when you go to church and you speak in tongues. When you feel so spiritual and so awe-inspiring, people speak in tongues. And that came out of me when I channeled my book. When I felt so spiritual, I felt like I was just going to burst out of my body with that channeling session. And that's where that language came from. I don't believe it's a light language. I believe it is just something that comes out when you feel so spiritual. So just take that, food for thought. I don't know what that any of it meant. It just came out of me. I don't know if it was them saying it, and I don't know if it was just the feeling I had that I had to speak this language. And I hope that makes sense. So when I do that, I don't mean to do it. It's just because I feel so exuberant and so excited and so spiritual. I wish I could share with you guys the true feeling that I get. And I also always feel like it's a healing for my body. For me, we're going to have to celebrate because I'm going to be 60 this year. So September 1st is my birthday. So we're all going to have to meet together and celebrate my 60th birthday. I decided to grow some gray out so I can look a little bit my age, but I really feel like they're keeping me young and exuberant. And even, I don't know. I don't know. So let me see what you guys are saying. So, Layla, you said, oh, I thought different. Glad you mentioned. Did you? Yeah, I don't know who said the language. I just think it just came out of me. I don't know who that was. I don't think it was them. I don't think it was light language. So don't go with that because light language is so spiritual. It can't be mentioned on earth. You know, it just it's just too perfect and too powerful that I don't think anybody on earth will ever know light language until we pass on. And I really think a lot of us will go through this Melchizedek sphere. It seemed like it was a sphere. It was like a light sphere. It was almost like a white sun. And I think that's something, when we get our soul cleansed and we go through our time of review, I think that is some places that we go and learn and attain. Because if you guys can raise yourself to a certain level and stay there, which is the hard thing, and stay there, um, I think we'll be able to meet these people one on one because we have arrived to where they're able to talk to us and you're able to hear their words, and their words have a vibration and it raises you. I hope you feel that. I listen to my channeling because I learn from it and I kind of going, wow, that's so good. And it's not anything I can think of. It's nothing I would ever think of. So none of this is coming from me. It's all from channeling. And there's a people, and I don't have the book here right now, that reside with the Melchizedek, and they're in the same spectrum. And I would like to channel them next. So I think I'll channel them tomorrow night, and I'll give you a little bit of information about them. And because they're on the same spiritual plane. Um, but I'll have to look. They're a little bit different than them. I think they do a little bit different type of work than the Melchizedek. So, and I don't know who said it. You guys said it in a comment that someone said that I talked about two men, and she said, "Oh, here we go. Just a second, Mommy, come here." Okay, sorry. Say hi. She needs a bath, but say hi. She's gonna have to get her teeth cleaned. Hopefully, we won't have any more teeth pulled from her. Um. Okay, now I lost my thought. Okay, she said. So I have some people that are channelers also that watch this channel, and they give me great feedback. And she said that she saw more than one or more than two, because I saw two that they approached me. They had robes on. Um, I really didn't see their face. They were so bright and white. I just really didn't see their face because I was looking down. They wanted me to put, let's see if I can bring this down. They wanted me to put my hands out like this. Did I go like this? I think I went like this. I had to keep my hands together. And I went like that. And then they put their hands all around my hands. And then they blessed me. So my hands were out like this, down. And then they blessed me through my hands. They didn't touch my head. They didn't touch my face, any part of the body. They just touched my hands as I kept them together this way. And it was so cool that they blessed you. And that's where I want to be, is where I want you to experience this also. So this is a ride. This is a great ride for me, but I want you to enjoy the ride also. So we're going to do this ride together, and we're going to go through that whole book. I'm not going to do the malevolent spirits because I think I learned a little bit on not doing that because it brings in other things. So only the benevolent spirits, which are good, and species, because there's quite a few. And if anybody knows of any other books to read that are kind of along the same line, let me know because I would really be interested in that. So let's see. Let me see if I have. Okay. Isn't that great? I know. And they had me hold my hands a certain way, which was okay. So I was raised Mormon, and so I've been in the temple. I was a temple goer of Mormonism for many, many years. So I'm used to hand codes. We would do hand codes to get into different levels of the temple. But the way that and that's what I wanted to channel the Melchizedek, because Mormonism have the Melchizedek priesthood, which only men can attain. So I wanted to see if any of this was familiar to me. None of it was. And the way they had me hold my hands to them, and they like put their hands like on top of my top hand and my bottom hand. So was my hands, their hands, and then the other hands, and then blessed me. It was super cool. It was super cool. All right. I've got to go. I got to make dinner. I love you guys. Peace out. We'll do a channeling tomorrow, and they will be on the same line as the Melchizedek, and see what they have to say. I kind of let them say what they want to say. I want to know more about them and about where they live and who they love and do they have families and blah blah blah. And I can hear myself talking like they're right here and I'm behind them. You can't see me, and I'm going, "Where do you live? What do you have kids?" I want to say all these things, and I can hear myself saying these things to them. And some of the things they'll answer, and some of the things they'll just ignore from me. So, all right, you guys. Peace out. Hey, have a good night. You guys are having a good time on this. So I know I do surprise live sessions, and I do it because I have to go with what I feel. When I plan things, a lot of times it just doesn't work out. So peace out, guys. Love you. We are ending this chat. Have a good evening. Be good. Love each other and your families. Bye. And your animals. Bye. And who knows how to turn this off? I don't know. See you guys later.